Boop. Happy Monday. Today is Monday, October 12th, 2020, and today's daily Bible readings come to us from Psalm 97, Exodus 32, 15 through 35, Jude 17 through 25, or you could have read Psalm 34 and Exodus 19, 7 through 20, and Jude 17 through 25. Once again, two different texts out of Exodus today, and I'm going to actually look at the latter of the two, which is Exodus 19, 7 through 20, where the elders of Israel, the leaders of Israel, take their stand at the foot of the mountain. And so the story basically is they get called out by God. They get called out of the camp by this loud trumpet blast to go meet God, who has descended upon the mountain in flame and fire. And this is all in response to them making a commitment to God, right? Verse 7 says, "So Moses came, summoned the elders of the people, and set before them all these words that the Lord had commanded him. The people all answered as one, 'Everything that the Lord has spoken we will do.' And Moses reported the words of the people to the Lord. And then the Lord said, 'I'm going to come to you in a dense cloud in order that the people may hear when I speak.'" So the people have made this commitment in response to the word of the Lord, and God says, "That's great. I'm going to show up so they can hear exactly what I say to you, so that there be no question." And so the day of this event happens and shows up, and suddenly there's this dense cloud of fire and smoke as God descends upon the mountaintop in fire. And we're told that this trumpet blast is so loud that everyone in the camp, not just the elders, but everybody in the camp is scared and frightened because of the whole camp is trembling, like literally and figuratively, right? They're trembling inside. They're physically trembling. The ground is trembling. That's what this was like. So yet the leaders in the middle of all this, they still followed Moses and took their stand at the foot of the mountain that was wreathed in smoke and shaking and resounding with trumpet blasts and thunder. They still went forth and took their stand in the middle of this, even though they were probably scared to death to do so. And so here they are. They're standing with their toes on the line in fear. And I kind of got to give it to them. For all their errors, let's be honest about it. They make a lot of errors in judgment and faithfulness up to this point. And the story's not over. They're going to make a lot of errors. They're going to screw up a lot after this. As a matter of fact, the other text from Exodus that was for today is all about that. It's the follow-up to what goes on in this chapter. But for all of their errors before and after, I have to give them, the leaders, credit for being able to stand with their toes on the line before God in the midst of all this. It's an understandable thing to fear God's power. It's an understandable thing to fear what we don't know about God. But it's an even better thing to trust Him enough to stand before Him when we have every right to tremble. So let's give them credit for that as much. And let's all try to stand with our toes on the line at some point here in the near future. Have a good day. That's the DBR for today, and we'll be back tomorrow. Boop.